Welcome, friends and families, once again to Table Talk with Mrs. Awoma Eze. I want to say a very big thank you to you for liking, for sharing, and for all those wonderful comments. They are a source of motivation and encouragement to you. So I want to say thumbs up to all of you for all that you've been doing. So today's episode, I am bringing us another very important topic that has to do with our lives. Again, like I told us that this table talk is aimed at bringing thought-provoking issues that pertain to life. Today, we are looking at handling broken commitments. So broken commitment refers to when one did not keep his or her promise or fails to fulfill the obligation you have vowed to do. It could be in marriage, it could be in business, it could be in any other aspect of life. And for one reason or the other, maybe natural disaster or your failure as a person, then you are not able to keep to that commitment. And these things, are seen in marriage, it can be seen in workplaces, it can be seen in many other aspects of life. And what are the causes? Why are people breaking their commitments towards one another, especially in marriage? One of them is what I would call unforeseen circumstances. There are things you did not envisage, when you entered into that relationship, and when they began to arise as time progresses, you like feel that this is not what I bargained. So unforeseen circumstances, changing of priorities. The priority you had in that office, toward that office or that person, there is change. Those things that were priorities became kind of secondary things. And then another one is communication gap. When there is no true communication in the one you are committed to or place you are committed to, then it can cause a broken commitment. And then lack of accountability. You are not accountable to your words, to your attitude, to the commitment. Then that is another thing. And of course, lack of money. Yeah, many a times somebody might say, this is the major thing. Yeah, it could be. When there is no money in that commitment, of course, no wonder the Bible says money answereth all things. But the love of money, of course, is the root of all evil. So we should be careful that money doesn't break our commitment to one another. And when these things are done, when we allow these things, unforeseen circumstances, changing of priorities, communication gap, lack of accountability, money, and so many other things. There are many things, there are uncountable reasons why commitments are broken. This damages a lot of things. Some of the dangers that is inherent in this is loss of trust, damaged relationship, and this damaged relationship can even cause death. It causes distress, and of course it can cause death in the at last. And then there is increased likelihood of divorce or separation if it is in marriage. If it is in office, of course, people might need to walk away, leave the office, resign, and so many other things. And then there is also relational gap, or what I would call reputational damage and reduced credibility. Your reputation, when you break commitment, especially in marriage, it will damage your reputation and credibility in the course of it all. So whether in a relationship or in church or business, your credibility, your reputation can be questioned if you break your commitment. And then I want to look at some things we need to do to kind of remedy this situation. So what remedies do we have for broken commitment? One of them is open communication. Establish open communication. Like to apologize. Don't keep it till when it becomes built up. Give the apology. Like the other time we talked of undercovered anger. Some of these things can bring a breach or break communication in the long run. Be proactive. Make sure you build trust. Setting realistic expectations. Don't set expectations that are unrealistic. Set realistic expectations in your commitment to one another, and then demonstrate consistent reliability in action and not just in words. Some of the time, I will not do it again. Okay, let's let go of it and all of that. That is just tomorrow you will still do the same thing. So let us learn to establish a consistent reliability in action, not just by saying it. Navigate and address the underlying issues that led to the broken commitment. Try to find out why did we not get on well, and then try to address it. Try to address it lovingly and truly. And it is crucial to recognize the importance of honoring commitment at all levels, especially in marriage. It is very important. In all these things, it is very important to understand the level why we need to hold on to our commitment. And above all, let God be your counselor. Let the word of God help you to do things that are right, to maintain a healthy relationship and build trust, to foster the growth of both your family and the people around you. But for all who struggle, there are many people who are struggling to maintain commitment and all those things. So I have this to say to those of you who are struggling with maintaining commitment. Today you are in, tomorrow you are out. The word of God is the antidote. The word of God is all that you need. He offers commitment, security, counseling, and helping hand to all that want him, to calm the fears, to build up our trust, to build up the person we want to be in God. So we need us to have this strong commitment. And like the word of God will say, I said, I will never leave you. I will never fail you. I will never forsake you, as is recorded in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 5. So God does not fail commitment. And if we trust him, we will not fail in our commitments. So thank you. I pray that God will help you to rekindle the fire of love, of commitment, of trust, and the healthy well-being of that family, in that company, in that church, in that relationship. God bless you, even as you do this. Thank you. Keep liking this video, keep commenting, keep sharing, and I pray that God will help you to do that. Remain blessed.